Hi, I'm Robert Dutt for ChannelBuzz.ca here at Lenovo Canada's new headquarters with Stefan Bockhop, Channel Chief for Lenovo Canada.
Hey, Rob.
Stefan, thanks for taking the time.
Hey, thanks for coming to the new home.
And why ever could you guys need a new office space? It's not like you've just picked up a whole bunch of employees and a whole bunch of business in the last couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you've seen in the press, we might have completed a couple of acquisitions we've been looking at for a while. So yeah, exciting news. October 1, we did complete the System X acquisition. So our new colleagues joined us from System X. And then shortly after, Motorola closed. And so those folks are actually still in the Motorola office in Toronto, but I have high hopes we can fit them in here sooner than later.
Brilliant, brilliant. So IBM's closed. You've got the server business in line. Let's go over the plan. I understand products are available today as they have been, but you've also changed access somewhat to products across the different categories.
Yeah, I mean, so if you look at the deal did not close with the a magic wand provided to each of the kind of business unit execs. So we do have to take our time, make sure that there's no interruption for any of our customers. And so that was our kind of first and foremost requirement to say, okay, can everything on day one still be purchased, acquired? Is the price for ABC Corporation going to be available to ABC Corporation through the partners that were kind of selling it to them, prior to day one? And so we completed all that, and everything's kind of running as it should from that point of view. And now we're looking at, okay, how do we make this a one-channel experience for our partners? Mm-hmm. And that has been a common piece of feedback we've gotten from our partners is, we want to have one relationship with a vendor, and kind of that umbrellas all the products and all the services they offer. And so we're working our way towards that. But again, no magic wand. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably do it in a few phases. So the first phase is we kind of opened up our model from a distribution point of view, from a who could sell the product point of view, because that was the quickest thing. So, if you were a Lenovo partner legacy in the past and you didn't have access to the System X line, about 30 minutes on the website, and you can go ahead and start selling that System X line today. And likewise, if you were a System X partner and you wanted to look at some of the client products or the ThinkServer products, mm-hmm. Same thing, you can access those quickly. And the other thing we did, kind of day one, we made sure, and this was a lot of feedback from our partners, is all of the people who call on the channel, whether they legacy System X or Lenovo legacy, they're all kind of comped and paid on the same product. So nobody's going to walk into your office and say, hey, you should really sell the old kind of System X product, or you should sell the old ThinkServer product. What they're going to say is, we should sell the best product to our customer. That's going to make us kind of sticky and long-term for that customer going forward. So that was a big decision. We made that decision. And then January will be our next iteration. We'll start to have some program harmonization, make it easier for the partners to kind of access things and umbrella things under one silo. And then really April 1, we should be kind of one vendor. As much as we can within the confines of economics and systems and legalities, we'll kind of look like that one vendor we're going for.
All right. Any thoughts at this point on what that one Lenovo channel structure is going to look like, especially for folks who are maybe coming in from the server point of view?
Yeah, I mean, our model that we think about from a partner engagement point of view and from a kind of channel sell-through point of view is one, we try to keep a couple of key principles in mind in everything we do. And we sort of put that lens up against any of the activities we're going to do, how we stock product, how we support product. And we always try to be that kind of simple, right? Because if you look at the number of vendors that an average VAR will have to be kind of relatively specialized on, it's probably 4 or 5, right? Most VARs are going to have at least 4 or 5 where they really kind of base their business on it, and in some cases they're betting their P&L on it. And so we don't want something that's overly complicated or something that can't be easy to understand and integrate into their P&L. Likewise, we want to be consistent and predictable, because if they're banking their business on us, we can't turn on a 90-degree angle and leave them behind. We have to work this as a kind of a mutual activity. And then the last thing is, we're always looking for a growth opportunity. I mean, Lenovo, when I came to this company in 2005, we were a $12 billion kind of worldwide enterprise. We're going to, we're closing on $39 billion for this year and beyond, depending on how we finish our fiscal year in March. And so, that kind of growth comes from listening to our partners, looking for new customer opportunities through our partners, through the channel. And that'll be the kind of mantra we have for going forward, for sure.
All right. I've heard both you and Chris Fry use the term, or a variation on the term, from the pants pocket to the data center as sort of the overall
I like the glass
vision.
House to your house, but
there you go. That works too.
Yeah, pants pocket data center is the marketing approach.
How does that work for how will that work for your partners?
Well, I mean, so if you look at the portfolio of client we have today, start there. You look at the client devices that we were offering our channel partners, 5-6 years ago. You look at the portfolio we offer them now. There are whole families of products that didn't exist. In some cases, we innovated or created or became the pioneers of. And so you can expect that we'll continue that mentality, that model, as we go into these newer lines of business. I look at the enterprise portfolio, so the servers and some of the storage and the top-of-rack network switching that's coming over with the System X group. And I look at that portfolio and I think to myself, there must be other manufacturers that might be envious of just how complete a portfolio we have now. Because I found as I looked through it, the ThinkServer portfolio and the System X portfolio didn't have a whole lot of overlap. And so now we have a really good offering for our VAR partners, kind of right from that even 1P tower that's in a branch office environment, kind of right up to the big data center, big density, a flex, a unified offering. And I feel good about that kind of offering to our customer sets. And then Motorola, I can't say too much about a iconic brand. They invented the cell phone, not bad pedigree, right? To go next to your ThinkPad is the kind of the progenitors of the cell phone. And I'm excited about some of the products that are coming out from that group as well. The Moto 360 watch is getting some amazing reviews. That's also part of the portfolio. So you'll probably see, from a Motorola point of view, that's the name, that's the brand we'll use in the North American market. It has some cachet, it has some legacy. How many of us had a Razr phone, right? It's something you can kind of identify with. So we'll keep that kind of name brand, that cachet, and the excellent technology that's coming out now. Actually, I'm carrying a Motorola phone now, so pretty excited about it.
Couple acquisitions down in short order. Not to get all what have you done for me lately, but what's next for Lenovo?
Well, I mean, no magic wand. So we'll definitely spend the time from now till April 1 to make sure we're listening to the partners and we're looking for feedback on kind of what is the best of breed, what is the ideal model and coverage and programmatic stack that'll help you grow our mutual business in both client, infrastructure, and beyond. And then we're also looking for opportunities as these two teams come together. There's an excellent opportunity for some kind of cross-pollination and some best practice driving amongst our own salespeople. So we've just acquired in the Toronto office here about 200 extremely talented people, and so as much as we want to make Lenovo strong, I also want to make sure we gather up and understand all of the great things that they've been doing over the years, and we don't kind of lose any of that in the marketplace. So it's a balance, but April 1, we should be that kind of one channel we're looking for.
All right, perfect. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, Robert.